Hello, and welcome to Paradigm Blog. How can we live by our values? And furthermore, how can we contribute something to the world around us and make it better? Those are my two main topics and interests in life. Guard your path of life by assertive living. Today I am thinking about assertiveness. It is a very far-reaching concept and a mind tool. I believe we all have our own ideas that have a big value for us. Maybe about what we want to do and achieve in area of our work. Maybe it has to do with social life, like who we want to meet, what kind of relationships we want to have, etc. And I believe we all have those experiences when those personal ideas are hindered and stopped. In essence, by those who think in an opposite way, have different convictions or beliefs about those matters, and so on. We can build our personal toughness, resilience, a safety for us to stick to the way of life and the path of our life in more possible ways. Some strength will surely come if we manage to build ourselves a financial stability and safety. With it we get to be more self-sufficient and less dependent on our mind being in line with others. With it, we may have built a freedom to choose, to wait and take time when we don't know what the tomorrow's step should be. We have time to build things and to wait for ideas to mature, for our thoughts to become clearer on certain things, that is for us to learn, and so on. I believe that this financial way is a quite clear one. But there are others. And I want to look into one that stems from knowledge of psychology and sociology. Message 1. To be able to stay in your line of life, or to stay on a path you wish for yourself, your mind can help you in an important way and extent. I have once shortly mentioned the theory of processional motivation. This body of knowledge talks about that very power of mind as an ability or source of ability to stay on your track. Processional theory of motivation says that whether someone will stay on track comes down to the words that this person can bring to his or her mind. Motivation is a reason why we do something, why we start doing it, and why we continue doing it. Events will surely transpire, and some might block us midst our way. Maybe rightfully so, or maybe not. People who can see through events clearly, and are not hindered by those events in an exaggerated way, are strong in processional part of motivation. They can muster up clear thoughts that enable them to go on, and to stick to the things they like and things they believe in. So, what does this have to do with assertiveness? Message 2. In my class on the faculty, the speaker said that assertiveness is polite determination. It is mostly used to describe a form of communication that would essentially go like this. I see and understand your point of view. And now here is how I think. In the field of communication, assertive communication is one of 4 basic forms. Another 3 are aggressive, passive, and manipulative communication. To communicate aggressively means to give all strength and power to your views and ideas, and to disregard other people's views and ideas. To communicate passively goes the other way around. You step back and disregard yours, and you indulge to others by going along with their own way. Assertive way cuts between those two, and finds a way in which both sides get an equal stance. The last form, manipulative communication, means communicating entirely for a benefit to achieve your aim. In this way, an individual says whatever must be said to achieve what he or she wants, and behaves towards others like a puppet master. Those are forms of communication. But to fully grasp what assertiveness is, I would advise going beyond that. Assertiveness is a philosophy of living. If you use that communication tool, your thinking will change and your mind will change. Let's look into this. Message 3. Our inside, that is where our thoughts, beliefs, convictions, or ideas for life are, at times, may end up being quite elusive. Something that can easily get away from us, without us even realizing it. But guess what? If you sit down and write on a piece of paper what you want, what you think a certain thing should be, what you want certain things to be, that is who you are. It is not a moody thing, or whatever your personal narration tells you about it. It is rather quite true. Thinking about management and leadership, studying it as a body of knowledge and a professional role, it seems very easy to me to slide into some cousin of an imposter syndrome. You know, like when you think your view is sort of weird. I often heard it is a sign of inexperience, but also heard many other practical exits that people use to silence up a certain conversation. There are many experts in the field, called this way, either by themselves, or even by media, or any other entity in the system, that have this very strict image and rules about what both management and leadership are supposed to be. But it is often just so wrong. It is often learned from practice, with no prior education for the role. And without preparing your mind in some way, there is no guarantee that you will understand things that happen well and take the right lessons from what you do, and, surely, become what a professional manager or leader actually should be. Conclusion. Have your own mind and cherish it. Learning about assertive communication, and learning to use it in your life, will enable you to keep your thoughts the way you want them to be. To not throw away your values and beliefs. You will also develop a mind in line with assertive philosophy of life, and develop a more clear, stable, and just view towards yourself, and towards others. To go a bit further, and a bit out of the frame of theories used in this article, you can enhance your personal narration by learning a bit from schools of thought, like Daoism, that is about understanding the natural course of some events, or Stoicism, which will tell you how your own processing of outside events can aid you in staying on your life's path.